Go. What's up? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to an episode of Can You Blame Me Live. I am your host, Raphael. And just in case y'all new to the show, Can You Blame Me podcast is a podcast we speak on hip hop culture, entrepreneurship, everyday life challenges, and I even have friends and family on the show, man. And today, we got a special episode for y'all, man. We got some special guests on the panel. We got a special episode for y'all. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get into the intro and then we're gonna get into it, y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, indeed. We back. So look, y'all, this is a very exclusive last minute episode, man. You know, I got the news this morning about the late, great GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only, the Godfather. Oh man, shut your mouth. Kevin Samuels, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, before we do it, hey, matter of fact, let's give a moment of silence. Let's give it a moment of silence to Kevin Samuels, man. Woo! Kevin, man, we love you, boy. We love you, baby. We gonna miss you, but get what? We gonna hold it down for you, big boy. We gonna hold it down for you. So before we get into it, man, let me introduce my lovely guest we got here. We waiting on one more person. He should be in here any minute, but we gonna get into it, man. I'm gonna get into the topic. We're gonna get into the episode, and let's introduce our guest. We'll start with you, Jamie.
My name is Jamie Moorhead, and I am an entrepreneur and a lot of things. I do like event planning. I'm a life coach, all of that good stuff, and I live here in Tennessee. So, and I'm a mom. Yeah, and he doesn't believe I'm 36, but I am 36. So.
Yes,
yo.
Sir. Okay, SB, let's get to it.
I heard the news, man. I had to hop on, man.
Yeah. So we doing the intro. We just going down in order. Nice for you coming on the show.
What's going on, Raphael?
So SB, tell the people about yourself.
Hello, my name is SB Favor. I'm a podcast host as well. The name of my podcast is SB Favor Thinking Podcast. I do a lot of inspirational and motivational content. I'm a small business owner, and I'm from New Jersey.
New Jersey. Okay. Jersey. And we got my boy Royce just popped up out of nowhere, man. He in the building. Royce, what's up? Oh, Blake, don't shoot me through the camera. Hey, chill, bro. It's a family show.
I know, man. Those are family signs right there, man. Okay, I gotta read up on that.
I come in peace. It's
language.
Did all the ladies say what did they all introduce themselves?
Yeah, we going in order. So we're gonna do you next. So introduce yourself to the people, man.
Okay. Well, real quick, my name is Royce Massengill. I am the host and CEO of Royce's Rant. That's pretty much my core thing that I do, amongst other things, is producing and writing. But yes, Royce's Rant podcast comes on every other Monday at 8 p.m. Coming straight from Tennessee. You know, we talk about everything from social issues, social taboos, black topics, white topics, politics, anything that runs across the mind. Okay. So I'm just happy to be here, man, to spit some dialogue.
That what's up, bro. That what's up. Next, we got Lania. Lania, what's up, man? Talk to the people, man. Introduce yourself.
I am Lania. I did not love Kevin. I'm going to start off with that. I am a jewelry designer and broadcast host from Chicago. The blog, The State of Emergency, and I also have a podcast called.
Okay, you breaking up a little bit, Lania. You breaking up a little bit.
It's bad out here in Chicago. I'm gonna be stationary like 2 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna come back to you. Next, we got cinnamon, man. The sweet and sugary cinnamon. Talk to him, cinnamon.
The sweet and spicy depends on the day. So cinnamon here. I'm a published writer of a self-care journal. I'm a writer for a Through magazine. Podcast host. Tip check. It's new. It's on all the platforms. Got to check it out. And I'm also a life insurance and retirement specialist. And I specialize in tax reduction strategies. So I do a little bit of everything, but I'm here for the fun and here to help. That's who I am.
That what's up. That
Yeah.
what's up. Okay. Lanier, you need a couple more seconds. I want to make sure you get your proper introduction, man.
Just keep going. I'm here. I can hear you. So just keep going.
Okay, cool. All right. So look. So in case y'all don't know, the way we came across this panel is I put a post on Facebook and I was addressing, just acknowledging the Kevin Samuels situation. And honestly, y'all, I'm just sharing my conspiracy theory. These aren't facts. They're just my conspiracy. Of course, the news came out that he suffered a heart attack. He said he was with a friend. I think she's 32. He said he started having chest pain. He later kind of passed out. She called EMS, got him some help. And I think it was due to, a lot of people saying due to like energy drink or whatever. I think all this propaganda that's non-fictional. I really think what happened is y'all ladies, y'all stressed the man out. Y'all stressed the man out, man. That's really what happened. The man put his life on the line. He made his life hard so y'all life can be easier. Going around the world, going to Africa, Japan, California, Georgia, trying to save relationships across the world, and this is the things he gets.
Or was it Get It Up medicine with that 32-year-old?
Say what now?
You know what I'm saying? With a 32-year-old, yeah.
Look, man, the man was. Man,
I feel that. I feel that hate.
The man was trying to help save relationships and make y'all situation better.
But was he though?
He was. And I'm telling you what I think happened. I think what happened, he was so stressed out from hate mail, text messages, people calling him pieces of shit, bashing shit. Oh, you ain't shit. I wish you go away. And all he doing is saying, y'all, look, man, I'm just trying to help. Stop. So he going bed at night. He sleep. He thinking about all the hate mail coming in his head. People just torturing him and threatening him all morning and night. And it just got overbearing. And then the lady, whoever this lady is, she might have just finished the job. He might have been trying to talk to her. And she pouring her problems onto him, overwhelming him. And he just had it. Y'all clocked the man out.
I mean, if you want to talk about conspiracy, there's two things that we could talk about. You know what I'm saying? I think one, for sure, allegedly, you know what I'm saying, she stayed over the night from what I was reading on that report, correct?
Correct.
So she stayed over the night, you feel me? Now, I'm a conspiracy theorist, I don't even want to say to a point, you know what I mean? Especially like in this entertainment and this music business and stuff like that. But like for him, you have to think about like Kevin Samuels was pissing a lot of people off. In particular, a lot of women off. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. He was a shot factor. People were still bleeding off that shot factor that he had about a year and some change ago, about average at best. When really the woman said that she was average first. You know what I mean? But it seemed like some women took it and ran with it, and he has been like the hellraiser to everybody. You know what I mean? But I kind of agree with you though, Ralph, because it's like,
yeah, I know you do.
It's I can feel that he was stressed out. I can understand that. He's already in his mid-50s. And if you notice in his lives, he drinks a lot of Red Bulls now. Now, Red Bulls give you wings, but he was drinking that like that was like, Gatorade for real. Now, he was a little classy with it. He put it in a little cup, you know what I'm saying? But like, can you imagine? His show starts at like 10 o'clock Eastern time. So he's up for like 3 hours, up until 1 a.m. And now he's listening to all these women. Like, some of them stressed me out when I heard them. Like, come on, y'all act like some of them women weren't on that line stressing you out. They were trolling like a mug. There ain't no way that y'all were okay with some of the women on that line, their mentality. That would stress you the hell out. I think a lot of women are capping about some of these women's trolling on this line. Let me be quiet. Let me let somebody else speak. But I think that Red Bull added to the stress, man. And, he's already had medical conditions years ago.
Yeah.
All right, we evening it up. It's looking nice and even.
Hey, how you doing? We got our last and final guest in the building, y'all. We got a full packed house tonight. They're ready to jump on my ass. And this young fella right here, nice to meet you, Akeith. Hey, man, he was one of them, but he was a tough pill to swallow. He was a hard critic and just came and
yes, sir.
Yeah, but look, I
was just, how. Go ahead.
How you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Thank you for having me. Yeah,
So
man.
I want to get the ladies. I want to get the ladies' point of view first, and then we're gonna go to you and get your stance on the topic.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So ladies, let's start with who want to go first? We can do it popcorn style. Who want to go first?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
Well,
Now it's cricket. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Now it's cricket. Nobody got nothing to say.
I'll say something. For the women that took the time to listen to this man and value his opinion, they wasted their time. I mean, if something didn't apply to you, why would you waste your time listening to someone, that didn't value you, first of all, and didn't care about how they delivered their opinion to you? So, I mean, me personally, I would never sit with a man and allow him to speak that way to me, because obviously he didn't see every woman for who she was in his presence. That's just my opinion. I mean, because a woman is just not her countenance. A woman is the substance of her character and her heart. And so if you look at a woman just by her exterior, you miss the whole point of trying to get to know that woman.
That's okay.
All right.
I love that. Yeah, I was debating with. There's been a couple posts that there's a few guys on my timeline that were fans, definite fans, and I enjoy a healthy debate. I wasn't gonna like delete them or anything like that because they had a different point of view, but I sure enough showed up a few times when it needed to be, when there needed to be some balance to the discussion. But Kevin Samuels, I think he had some not just disrespectful but dangerous points of view. Like it's like he hated women. So there's a difference in being honest, and just he didn't seem like like a woman was something that he like enjoyed and loved. There's a different way that you speak to and about something that you enjoy and love. And I think there was one post where what was it? He said, if you going out after 5, don't go out after 5 unless you're gonna have sex with something. Like, that's a little rapey. First
that's early.
You're not doing nothing until you get off work. Like, what are you talking about? So if you go out it past 5 o'clock, you have to have sex with somebody, or you're, who do you think you are? So he had some really outrageous and extreme views. So I honestly don't think he actually loved women.
But wait, Cinnamon, you said something before we got on that you didn't say. What did you say? Maybe his problem was?
Oh, I think he was DL.
Oh,
I think he was
I agree.
Every woman says that.
Here we
That's
go.
cap.
Here we go with the shenanigans.
The expectations of this perfect image, but not really a woman and what she does. He wasn't talking about, dating this like outgoing fun. No, just like appearance and just looking good. You want to look good with some eye candy because you want other men to admire you.
wow.
R.I.P. the late.
You got something to say?
I'm sorry you're hearing this, bro.
I mean,
sorry you gotta hit it.
I'm waiting for the ladies to
do you really love us, or who are you really trying to impress, and why? So he reminded me of one of those for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Who we got?
Beard, right? The beard on the situation. Women,
yeah.
Beard.
You just want to look good. You want that woman that looks perfect but don't really have any substance, because it doesn't matter. You don't really like her anyway.
Okay.
That's who he was.
Jamie, what you got for us, man? We got Jamie, then Lanier.
Right. So your original question was, why did the bitter black women kill Kevin Samuels?
Yes.
Right.
That's what I want to know.
Do I think that? Now, I'm going to tell the truth. I do think that with all the women that hated him and all of the rhetoric that he has said, he made some very angry women. You know what I'm saying? And words do have power. So eventually those words was going to catch up with him. Could you imagine thousands of people over like years just talking bad about you and it not taking a toll on you? I mean, so technically, maybe we did kill Kevin Samuels a little bit.
I ain't never gonna take credit for killing him or stressing him out.
That was hate eating him from the inside out, not the outside in.
There you go. That's right there. That's it right there.
I have a question. If your job is stressing you out and your job is taking a negative effect on your mental and physical health, you're gonna quit that job, right?
Right.
Well, no, not if you're making
No,
money.
not necessarily.
He was gonna make. No,
Nah, because I'm pretty sure
My
Jesus was
physical
stressed
health.
out. He could have quit anytime he wanted to.
He said,
Amen.
Amen.
Real talk. Jesus was stressed out by us. We were disobedient. We sinned. We spat on him. We drug him to the wall. But if he would have quit, then where would we be right now? I mean, but that's also subjective. No, I mean that's all. I'm sorry. That's
He is
also
man.
subjective to, I guess, whatever his mission would be. You know, what you would have to find out what his end game would be. You know what I'm saying? To
So
figure out
this
what you're
is
saying
what
here.
I'm gonna say. I watched that interview Kevin Samuels did last year with Tasha K, and he talked about how he had a robust career in doing other things, sales and marketing prior to becoming an image consultant. So you already had a resume, you already had a pedigree in something that was profitable. If this was having a negative effect on your mental, emotional, and physical health, go back to what you had that pedigree in. Go back to what you had that experience in. It was making you money instead of doing this. As a Black woman, I will not own up to Kevin Samuels dying because he was stressed. I think he died because he may have popped a pill, all that Red Bull, and then you wanted to go hop on something that was young.
Right,
Now, I
right.
give you the Red Bull thing.
And she was an image consultant. See what I say?
She was Black.
Image
She was
consultant.
32.
Okay. So before we rebuttal, let me is it Haki? I'm gonna get you off of mute. You on mute. Let me get you off of mute.
Okay, yeah. So actually, my name is Iheki.
Hikeki. Okay. So let me get your opinion on how you feel about it.
Well, I mean, I saw a lot of posts saying that Kevin Samuels was the GOAT. And I'm just like, the GOAT of what? I mean, to me, he was like the GOAT of talking shit to women. I mean, like, to me, he was for guys that were hurt by women or that were insecure. I mean, I've seen this podcast, but it was just for shock value. It wasn't like for me to learn anything. You know what I'm saying? But some of these guys, it's like they have his picture on the wall next to Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, to me, he kind of reminded me of Charlemagne in his early days. And Charlemagne in his early days, I kind of felt that he was DL because the way that he just liked to just really just get at women. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like, I'm not happy that he's dead because, he was entertaining, but to consider him the GOAT or, I mean, come on now. I mean, he made some good points sometimes, but we all do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was just bold enough or like, he had enough resources to be able to talk to women any type of way. If you had enough money, you could do the same thing. People are going to, listen to what you say. If you have enough money, then you're going to have enough confidence to say and do what you want to say and do. You know what I'm saying? But, I just don't, it's sad that he died, but I just don't see, like he's not like to me like somebody that I can follow. You know what I'm saying? It's just something. It's entertainment.
Well, I didn't say someone's death either. That's not what I,
Yeah.
Right.
But it was just.
Yeah.
But I'm not sad, but I wouldn't say that either. Wouldn't say that.
I respect your stance. I respect what you're saying, man. But honestly, bro, you sound bitter too.
Me? No.
Yeah, you sound bitter too, bro. That's a bitter response. Like everybody keeps saying.
No hate at all. It's just that I just seen the way he talked to a lot of women, and like to me, just like I said, like he kind of reminds me of Charlemagne in his early days, and how he was, just always trying to make women cry. You know what I'm saying? It was just seemed like, because most guys, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like to me, the guys that I know, they're not just gonna be just trying to tear down women like all the time. You know what I'm saying? And most guys that I know, they have a good relationship with women. You know what I'm saying? So there are guys that don't. It's like there's this red pill thing that's going around, and those guys, they're eating this stuff because they are happy that somebody can ruffle these women's feathers like they cannot. So they're just happy to hear somebody affecting these women because they're upset. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
Okay.
But I could be wrong though. You know what I mean?
Okay. I have a question. Do you think that men that like to tear women down may have had a bad relationship with their mom, and that could be the reason why? Because mother is the first person a child was introduced to, a male, right? So if the mother rejected the son or treated him a certain way, so now he's older, he feels like he needs to tear women down. You think that could be the cause, something like that?
Well, I do know they say to watch how he treats his mother. Like that's an indication of how he may treat you. I don't know if it directly affects, but you can definitely, get an understanding of what they think about women.
Well, I think with Kevin though, we would have to see like the first 2 wives that he had and see how that worked out, because I don't think that they would have married somebody that treated their mom bad. So it's kind of like what happened in his marriages. And then people don't like to be a failure. So I'm saying like, so that's kind of weighing on him too.
Did you see
Not
that?
actually gonna say that.
Go ahead.
I'm not necessarily going to say that. So in my professional life, I work in child welfare and I work for a national trauma specialist. And a lot of women will marry men or get into relationships with men who mirror their trauma. So we have trauma bonds and things like that. And I don't remember from the Tasha K interview if he had a great relationship with his mom or anything. But I do believe his first wife was like someone he met young. So, young, dumb, you think you're in love, you don't know what love really is and things like that. But what I find profoundly interesting is Kevin Samuels has a daughter. So what is her relationship with her father like? How has she, received feedback on her father demeaning most, Black women, especially Black women that would be his mother's age?
Women.
Okay.
Can I say?
Yeah, go ahead.
There was one clip that he was talking about how Black women were the least attractive women in the world. And he was saying that this he was saying something about the golden ratio, and this golden ratio was made by Greek Europeans. And it's like, but if you're gonna state, some type of study, that means you believe in it. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I think that he had something against Black women. Like he didn't really like them too much. So if you think that Black women are the least attractive women in the world, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you really don't like them.
Can I? Do you mind if I? Okay, real quick. Okay. I want to refer back to that Jesus statement, right? And people don't freak out because I say Jesus. All right. So I'm gonna go back to Jesus. Do you think that the people back in those times think that Jesus didn't want to have nothing to do with them, or that Jesus didn't like them because he was always talking about what they were doing wrong, or the sin here and this was wrong and it was written here? You think people got frustrated a little bit, or Jesus didn't want to have anything to do with the people he was frustrated about when he knocked over that tabernacle and people were selling things in the church and stuff like that? You think people weren't like hating on him, like, man, why he got so much hate for us, man? We just trying to make our money. We just trying to be us. And he's over here complaining about what we should be doing and shouldn't be doing. To fast forward this a little bit, I just think that a lot, or I ain't gonna say majority, but especially within that YouTube arena that listened to him, I just really think that women were shocked that a man actually stood on his 10 toes and told you about yourself. More specifically about the women that call. Let's hold the women that call accountable. They're the ones who called. They know the platform.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They know that he's going to say dress size. They know they're going to say, how old are you? How many children you got? You already know what's up. And we know some women go in there and troll. That's one thing too. Because some stories they be telling, like, that's ridiculous. Y'all just want him to pop off. You know what I'm saying? But for the women that come on there that really have a genuine problem and they're really asking him, if you notice, his tone and his voice changes when a woman comes to him correct, because they're the ones that's calling. A lot of times those women that call on that show come off with the attitude. What's your age, dress size? I'm a woman. I ain't got to tell my age. All right, this ain't part of this is just part of the show. This is my platform. If you didn't want to do that, like what it is. For men, we ain't got a problem telling our size, how much we weigh. Honestly, we don't care if we look good or not. Like, we're just men. I mean, you got the pretty boys out there, but that's not really our main thing. Women are more up on the accessories and how they look. You know what I'm saying? And we can go back to the Lizzo thing. Lizzo wants a man to accept her for who she is, right? Well, who is she? Who is she? Let's just keep it real. And let's just keep it honest, man. Men and women are only attracted to what they like. I know a woman, any of you women, don't want no 400-pound man, just sloppy. I know you don't want it. Somebody does?
Somebody does.
I'm asking you. Let's pause. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
In general, I'm just saying, like, let's look at it. Everybody's attracted to somebody, right? Cool. But let's be realistic. that your average man that has an average build, let's just say an athletic man, you know what I'm saying? A decent man is athletic, built nice. He's not going to want a bigger woman. Naturally, he's not going to want that.
How
That's
do you
not.
speak for someone else, though?
No, I'm speaking from my experience. One, for me, and then two, for the people, for my life experience of like of living and seeing my homeboys, knowing what they like and what they don't turn their heads for a woman that's bigger than them. Let's just keep it real.
But
Let's
there's
just
lots
keep it
of big
real.
women with smaller men.
But it
There
doesn't
is
make it
too,
right
but I'm
for-
saying that's like I'm saying that it can be subjective. But let's look at the majority. Let's quit playing. Why are we playing?
I'm gonna say this because I do have to go shortly, but I'm gonna say this. I'm a 5'8", 330-pound woman. 95% of the men I have been with have been smaller than me and have fetishized me. Because here's one of the things: there's a lot of men that fetishize plus size women or BBW women, and then there's a lot of women that like us on the low and don't want to admit it. So they may sit around and be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna look at that," but they creeping in the DMs, they liking the pictures and all that. So let's say that everybody is entitled to like what they like. But can we please stop comparing Kevin Samuels to Jesus? One,
No,
different
I'm not
century.
comparing them. Hold on. That was my disclaimer. That was my disclaimer. I'm not
Okay,
comparing.
I mean, people, we see what
I'm trying to
happens.
make an
Thank you,
example
Lord and
of.
Savior, but that's the
Yes,
wrong
ma'am.
example to use.
No, that's a great example to
He's the
use.
guy.
I'm not because this is that's the problem. No, whoa. That's the problem that Kevin Samuels is talking about. You just took that out of context of what I just said. I didn't say Kevin
Okay, well,
Samuels
I'm
was
gonna go back in
Jesus.
context and move from Jesus.
I just
But what
spoke
does
about
somebody's dress
Go ahead.
size have to do with anything? Now, if I'm calling you to talk about, as an image consultant, talk about what I need to wear to an event, or what I need to wear for a job, or what I need to do for styling purposes as an image consultant, then I need to give you my dress size. If I'm calling you because I want relationship advice or dating advice, I'm talking about people I'm interested in, or maybe help me figure out if there's some things within me I need to fix. But my dress size is my dress size. Who wants to be with me
that's his
knows the dress
platform.
size I am, or can kind of guess when they look at me.
I hear you.
I don't need you telling me that.
But that's his platform, Nia. That's his platform.
That
You
is
know
his
what you're getting on there
platform, but
for.
it's
So why
all
do you call
about
if
how
you
you
know
deliver
that?
it. I ain't calling
Okay,
him.
now we got to talk about how we speak. Okay,
Hold on,
when
y'all.
no,
Hold on, y'all.
yeah,
Hold on.
I'm gonna let him
Delivery
control
does
that because I'm getting
matter.
in my host mode.
Delivery does
Anybody else?
matter.
I just
Yeah,
want
look, all right, look.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so about comparing Kevin Samuels to Jesus. Okay, I was like I would say that Jesus Christ he was like a walking example of what he was doing. So Kevin Samuels, they said that he was divorced twice. He didn't, I mean, all the things that he's trying to get other people to do, he's not even doing. So you really can't even say because Jesus Christ was the example, and Kevin
You
Samuels.
can't. My guy, you can't say you can't say you know what he's doing.
Hey, Russ, let him
Well, I'm
I'm
saying
sorry.
He was divorced twice. You know what I'm saying? And he is not married, but he's giving marriage advice. And just to I do understand that when women call, and like I guess the high value men, of course they are gonna want something that is eye candy because when you're a high value man, you also want a woman to compliment you. So of course, some of his points are right, you know what I'm saying? But just like she was saying, the delivery was kind of rude, and and it seemed like he enjoyed being rude. But
So y'all rather hear Dr. Umar Johnson talk to y'all and sell y'all a dream, right?
No.
Because they had to be. He talking to y'all this and y'all that, and he's not. Come on now. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I just want to rebuttal to a statement that was made earlier about I think somebody
Delivery
said
matters
that
when you care, if you care.
So I feel like somebody said that a lot of men that maybe have dealt with trauma previously or going through some type of internal pain or jealousy or just dealing with a personal mental issue, a lot of those people are the same people who seem to side with Kevin. And once again, I don't think in some cases, yeah, that may be the case, but overall, I still stand on my stance where I feel like it just goes back to accountability. Kevin is that dude to tell you things that you ultimately may not want to hear. If you say, babe, how I look in this dress, me being a nice guy that I am, a nice, just want to make you feel like a queen, I might say, hey, babe, yeah, it's cool. I like it because I want to hurt your feelings. Kevin is that guy to say, hey, babe, no, that dress it doesn't fit your proportion. It's not.
He's gonna say you look fat.
You too fat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even
They don't want to hear that, Ralph.
He was literally telling women they weren't even worthy of not having sex with someone if they don't want to. That's different level. That's different level. He had
Can
no
you explain
value.
that? Can you explain what he mean by that?
But he said that.
He had no value.
No, explain that. Can you say that again? Like, can you break that down a
A
little? He said
couple
what now?
examples. One example was him telling a woman he was kind of like reading her for saying that she wanted to be celibate because she had like, how are you telling someone and that's when he started going into how, if you go anywhere past 5, you also need to expect to give it up, or don't go out. So if you're going out with a man, you have to have sex with him if it's anything past 5 o'clock. If you have already had sex or you have children, you can't. What if that woman was married? And what if it was a long-time relationship? And then when she got back out in the dating world, she didn't want to you can't just have sex with everybody you date. You ain't even telling everybody that you're dating someone. Yeah. It's not, you're not doing that. So, I mean, just the ridiculousness of his level of just a lack of, he just didn't like women.
He was just savage.
He had no good feelings towards them.
Now you do know,
behave like he valued them. That's what I'll say.
Now you do know, Cinnamon, that the women who call on there are looking for.
That's crazy.
No. You do know why they call. We got to stop playing, y'all. Because if you listen to his stuff, real talk.
Can I say something?
I don't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
The women that called his show, in my opinion, they were women that were in need of healing. Some of them were broken. Some of them needed validation. Some of them were toxic, and he catered to those that had a need, but he did not deliver what was necessary. He did not appropriate what was necessary for them to hang up or walk away feeling better about themselves. It is not good for anyone to tear someone down to the point where once they walk away, they feel worthless. You talked about Jesus. His intentions was to love. His intentions was to make everyone feel important. Even if he told them the truth, his intention and his energy, his spirit was to love. And so when you think about the words of Kevin Samuel, God bless his soul, he delivered words that brought about pain, that brought about more toxic manifestation, behavior. I'm sure that some of those women that spoke with him, once they hung up and walked away, the next day, they probably felt so bad that they sunk deeper from a place they were before. So when you talk about Jesus, think about intention, think about love, because any of us can talk to the next person, but your intention and your spirit, which is the content of what you deliver, that makes the difference. But
so y'all really don't care.
Y'all really don't care. It was a male dominatrix.
Hold on. Let me ask y'all. So y'all really don't care, do you?
You care what? He passed away?
Yeah, because see, y'all keep saying God.
I care, Raphael, because he's a soul and he comes from a family. I would never ever rejoice that someone leaves this earth before their time. I mean, we all have a day, but I'm telling you, we should never ever.
I'm gonna say this because I have to go. I feel sorry for his family. I feel sorry for those in his community who are deeply impacted by his loss. I think the way that he went out is highly, disheartening, because we're even having conversations like this and nobody wants to pass in front of somebody they barely know, just be like, oh, and then gone. So in that regard, I am saddened that a man lost his life and people are hurting. But in regards to my own life, I am unbothered and I do not care, because you did not care about me or my community while you were amongst the living.
I knew it. Nothing wrong with not caring. You set it up real good, and I knew you was coming with the punchline. Yeah, she don't care either.
Look, people were mad.
It has been a pleasure. I must leave. Thank you all for having me.
I appreciate you, man.
Have a good evening.
Have a good day, evening.
People were mad at Trump for not going to John McCain's funeral and mourning, but they didn't get along. I mean, Kevin Samuels was very rude and very, very rude to ladies, and to me, he was a little bit poisonous to some of these young men's minds, because some of these guys, they already just did not like women. To me, I mean, like, there's a lot of red pill stuff that's out there now, so you can't expect people to mourn him if they didn't get along. I mean, like, come on now, you can't expect people to mourn this guy. He was
so
like,
you don't care either. So that's
Yeah,
what you're saying. You don't care.
Let me ask y'all a question.
I am upset that, like, I felt a little bit of a way when I heard that he died, but I mean, like, he wasn't talking about me, you know what I'm saying? He was really talking about women, but I mean, it doesn't really make me one way or the other that he died. I'm not gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I would rather him not have died, but I mean, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sad, really.
All right.
You know?
Go ahead,
So I
Royce.
mean, all these women out here were just praising Mr. Derek Jackson. Oh, he talks to us so sweet. He
I don't like.
loves the black woman. Black
Salt
women.
through him
No, hold
too.
on. Black women. We come from black women. The whole shirt. Oh, Derek Jackson. He's just so this. He take care of his wife. Then to come down, he over here effing 2 or 3 chicks at a time. Broke y'all heart, didn't it? But y'all like the way he talked to y'all, didn't he? You see, you got to look at it both ways. Then let's look at the duality of it. A lot of people didn't like how. Because POV does have a lot. POV, I mean, I bring that up a lot. POV does mean a lot. It's how you say it. I do agree. But if you had to pick a side, would you want to hear POV truth, or would you want to hear a sweet lie that sounds like a truth?
No, I think
Well,
I
who
was.
said he was true though? He was
Oh,
rude.
No. There's a difference between truth. Hold on, Cinnamon.
There's a difference.
Hold on, Cinnamon. There's a difference between truth and, what do you say, being nice or being
No,
rude. There's a difference.
Said just nasty.
There's a
all
difference.
of it wasn't truth because a lot of it was his point of view.
But that
Our
don't
point of
mean
view isn't
nasty.
Truth. It's subjective.
Yeah,
It's
nasty.
subjective.
Okay, nasty is an adjective. That ain't got nothing to do with
Well,
the
so
truth.
is truth, honestly.
But truth is the truth, right?
Yeah.
It don't matter how you say
There
it.
is
It's the
no
truth. You can't
There
get
is no
around it.
truth. It's point of view.
You're also trying to reach people too.
No.
Unless we're talking 2 + 2 equaling 4.
Hold on. Point of view. Look, 2 + 2 can be 4, right? But if
That's
I yell,
true, because it can't be
Cinnamon,
between
wait,
two
Cinnamon.
people that says
I just want to make my point.
Okay.
2 + 2 = 4, right? That's the truth. Now, my point of view, if I yelled it, that's my point of view. That's how I say it. But the truth remains the same, though.
Truth
At the
can
end
be
of the
the
day.
same for everybody, and it could still be a lie. It's perspective.
That's what I just said. The truth is the truth. The truth never changes,
Right.
but
So he
how
didn't
you
tell
say
us
it.
his truth. He didn't
Look,
say
I
the
can
truth.
look, Cinnamon. I can yell 2
give his
+ 2
point of
=
view.
4, and
Yeah.
somebody would say, "Oh, that's too loud. That's too loud. You gotta watch how you say that. Your point of view is off." But
No,
the
it's still
truth
4.
is 4.
It's
You're
still
right.
4.
It's still
It's not
4.
gonna
No matter
change
how I
every time
say
you
it,
say
the
it.
point of
I know.
view changes, but the truth remains the same. That's my point. You're just saying it. You're saying it.
No, I'm not saying it. You're saying he told the truth. I'm saying it was opinion. It was point of view. The truth is
Point of view is
there
not
no
an
truth.
opinion. Point of view is not an
It is.
opinion.
Wait,
Yeah,
so there's been on
All right, y'all,
here.
let Jamie speak, y'all. Let Jamie speak.
Yeah, there's been on here, and y'all men be real. Was there anything that Kevin Samuel said that wasn't true, as saying like men don't say it, but that's what y'all really be thinking behind closed doors?
Yes. Some of what
Maybe
he said
that's what
is
he's
true.
trying to say.
Yeah.
Some of what he said is true.
Men's
Yeah.
minds are a little jacked up, and I know
Yeah.
that women don't want to
Maybe that's what
believe
he's
that.
saying.
But their minds, the way they think, they are very savage. And I'm sorry not to talk about y'all. Y'all don't hear, we love men, don't get it twisted. But y'all are savage. Your minds are savage.
Mhm.
And so Kevin Samuel spoke like a savage. You know what I'm saying? He was devouring women.
Well, and what about y'all? Y'all have these high
The way y'all be talking to us when we trying to holler.
Y'all trying to holler.
Ralph.
Well, you can't
Come
put
on
all
now.
women in one
I get all
category. We can't do that. We can't put all women in one category. We can't do that.
We can't put all men in one category. If we're just going to talk about Kevin Samuels, let's talk about Kevin Samuels then. One thing I will agree with the ladies here, I will say, no, you can't deny that his words, his point of view was harsh. It was harsh. I can't take that away. It was very harsh. It even hit me hard. I was like, ooh, that's a bullet to bite right there. But at the end of the day, it was the truth, especially with the particular women that he was speaking to on the show.
What she was saying that you can't keep using that word, the truth, because just like she said that if a woman goes out with you after 5, she has to sleep with you. Is that the truth? That's his opinion. That's the truth.
No, I mean, yeah, of course, that's not the truth,
So
but
what he's saying is
okay.
opinion. You know what I'm saying? So when you say the truth, you're saying the truth according to what you feel. And to her, it's like this is not how life really is to her. And a lot of things, what he was saying is not true. But a lot of stuff that he did say was true. But there's a lot of stuff that, it was just his opinion. And he's been divorced twice. So how much weight can you give to his opinion?
Probably a lot, to be honest, because I mean, divorce when you got knowledge, you got knowledge of what not to do.
On Tiny TKO the other day, what didn't she have his ex-wife spilling the tea about child support and him not being a deadbeat and all this other stuff?
Yeah, so Kevin Samuels had an image that he kept up, and all his followers should be mad right now. He told y'all that 32-year-old women or 35, whatever age was he said cum-dums, but he also said nurses were no good. He said they were low value. He died in the bed with a 32-year-old nurse. Y'all should be mad. Okay, because he done lied to you, because he picked up a nurse and she couldn't save him. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, but like, was he trying to get married again? Like, what was his goal though in his life? Was he trying to get married again or what?
No, there was no goal. The goal was to make sure that all the rest of the men that were damaged like him went down the same path that he did, because he's miserable, lonely, and tired. And he just wanted to have pussy when he needed it, and that's what happened. Okay, and he died.
He might have found out what makes money.
This is what I have a problem with right here. This is the problem that I have right here. Even
money, who knows?
Yeah, even just listening to y'all, and this is out of all due respect. This is the problem that I have with women that I have experienced. Right? Nobody wants to be accountable for especially, and let's speak more in particular with his show and the women that are on his show. That's what we're talking about right now. The women that are on this show, the women that call, never hold themselves accountable, and y'all fight for that woman. Sometimes, I'm gonna keep it real since everybody being authentic on here. Sometimes a woman need to shut the fuck up. Sometimes a woman need to listen when there's knowledge being spit, especially from, it don't have to be Kevin Samuels. A woman that comes on his show talking about, I got 4 kids from 3 different baby daddies. I'm over 35 years old, and I want a 6-figure man. Who's coming for that? Who's coming for you? Who's coming for you? And matter of fact, for women, are you coming for a man that's got 3 baby mamas from 3 different baby mamas, right?
I date women.
Okay, do you date a woman? I don't care what you eat or you fuck. It don't matter. But would you date a? But listen, more power to you, honey. Listen, though. Listen to you.
Let me respond to something.
I'm not sick, y'all. I love you guys, but no,
it's all love.
I'm looking for a woman.
But I'm saying, hold on, SB. I just want to wrap my point up real quick because now that she's come out on the show, I appreciate it. All right, Cinnamon.
I'm just in it.
Go on, girl. Let them know. But listen, though, real talk. The women that come on his show, y'all can't tell me that you are flabbergasted by what they be saying. What's going on in their lives? Are y'all really clapping y'all's hands saying, yeah, girl, you deserve a 6-figure man. You got 3 kids and you over 35 years old and you done this and you done that. Hold on, wait a minute. What do you, I'm not trying to say no woman is not valuable. Everybody deserves to be happy. I get it. But when you're asking for more than what you are and you're not willing to be that, that's what he's talking about. Let's be real. Come on,
you can have children and have value.
I agree with the accountability. And the reason why I say this is because we have a responsibility to lift standards in our life to grow. So when it comes to that part of accountability, yes, I agree with that. And that's why I said at the beginning of the show, I agree with some of the things that Samuel said pertaining to women, taking care of themselves, doing their hair, health and wellness, eating right. All those things pertain to standards and being the thing that you want to receive, right? So I agree with that. But like I said a minute ago, I do not agree with someone tearing someone else down, and his delivery just could have been better. And I do understand. I mean, he had the right to voice his opinion the way he wanted to. But those women that were calling his show, I believe they had their own issues, and he was not the one to solve.
Well, but I don't understand this. Go ahead, and I'm responding to what she said. Go ahead.
You know, like there are women that, for whatever reason, they're always with rich guys, and like you know what I mean. And these women, I don't know what they know or what they're doing. So there's like a system. It seems like because there are some women. I mean, they jump from this one rich guy to the next. So there is a system. I'm just saying that Kevin Samuels, you know, what he was, you know, how he was saying it was not like really teaching women how to be that. But there is. It seems like to me that there is something that you have to be or do, because I've seen it a lot where a lot of the same women, they jump from rich man to rich man to rich man to rich man. So, you know what I mean? It's just, you know.
I think my only concern is that the average man was applying this to their life. And so, like, fine, Kevin Samuels talking to the six-figure man, but a lot of his supporters were just average men. And so, therefore, I feel personally that it affected regular people's lives when they shouldn't have, because not everybody makes six figures. You know what I'm saying? So you got these average men thinking that they about to have six figures, and you're not going to have that. So you can't have the same standards that a six-figure man got. You just can't. You can't come here with all of that. You can't. So technically, we all broke. We want to change.
But hold on. Okay. So you can't. The men can't have the same standards as the six-figure men, right?
No, an average man don't get there.
So all Kevin is trying to tell y'all, if you're a woman and you make 25,000, 30,000 a year, you should keep that same energy when trying to talk to that man.
Let me tell you this. I'm gonna say this.
You driving your little Toyota Camry 2001.
He also had something to say.
You don't want to talk to no broke nigga. So just because you cute and you may got your little body done, your little lipo or whatever, now that little fake ass and shit, and now you know your standards are beyond the roof. Nah, you gotta keep that same energy.
He also had something to say though about women that made too much money.
Yes.
So I mean, he just.
There's not a problem with women making too much money, but it comes with attitude.
But it
comes with attitude.
It was an attitude.
It doesn't come with
attitude. Y'all ask the questions, but y'all can't take the answer at the end of the day. Y'all always asking questions, but you're not ready.
Can't take the answer. There are women out there who, now let's keep it real, man. No, in my life, I've known women who make six figures, and this is just my opinion. 6 out of 6 of them that I know are sadiddy as hell. Sadiddy as hell. They act like we owe them something.
And you know what I call
Let's
that
keep
type
it
of
real.
woman?
They've
You know
even
what I
made
call
shows
that
about
woman?
it. They've even made shows about it. We've seen it on TV. You know what I mean? But in real life,
what do they think that you owe them?
That type of woman is
maybe
empty.
some niceness.
I call that type of person.
No.
You guys want the chivalry when it's what you want women to do, but you don't want to. You don't want to what?
Don't want to what?
Do what? What do they expect of you that you don't want to do? Maybe just share that.
Okay. I would love to. Thank you so much for asking me that question.
I mean, men, you say you want women to do this and that. Well, there's a lot of men that don't.
I don't know no man that says they want a woman to make. Okay, I don't know no man that says they want a woman to make more money than them. That's one. Because naturally, men want to be breadwinners. We want to work, even if it's the lowest job we've ever had. We're gonna work 2 or 3, 4 jobs.
Right? Let him take off.
Yeah, let me take off. I'm trying to build up for you, Cinnamon. Hold on now.
All right. I'm listening.
Okay. So I don't know one man that sit there and said, "I like the cut. I like the cut." That's a maze on the side of your head. You need to find out where you're going. I'm playing with you. It was there. I'm not a comedian.
I'm in my midlife magic phase.
I love it, man. I love it. So I don't know one man that is asked for a woman to make more money than him off the rip. I've never heard that be the narrative. When it's come to a woman, the majority of the time, the woman wants the man to be the breadwinner. The woman wants the man to make most of the money. The woman wants the man to be the protector and the provider with security and land some discipline at the end of the day, right? But I think where the problem has happened to, and this can go back historically, you know what I'm saying, going back to the 60s and 70s when everything just kind of switched, when the man went out the house, but to me, in my experience that I've seen, 6 out of 6 women from all colors and creeds have a certain demeanor and a character to them when they make a certain amount of money. When they're in the upper echelon somewhere, they have a different pick. They have a different attitude. They want that man. Hey, if a woman makes $300,000 a year, you're going to have to make $300,000 a year or more. You're going to have to. They dress different. I know people here in this town that I live in that make that money, whom are black, that are wearing heels in a suit in the middle of July during the daggum party.
Why does that matter?
Why does it matter? That to me, that means loosen the F up. You with black people, wear some shorts. You ain't got to act like you can't shake my hand. That's what I mean.
Listen, can I address something real quick? And it's not really
Money be
about
changing
homosexuality.
people's minds,
No,
man.
but listen,
But it changes men's minds too, though.
there's a real healing that
People.
needs to take place with men and women. And I want to address something that you said, as far as, you know, how women are and what women want, and they want that care provider and different things like that, and the roles of, you know, a male and female. And you say it changed when men went out the home. So I want to address how we're talking about women that are in a situation of need, how we're dogging her out because she may be looking for that male, and that male feeling like he can't do it, so is automatically on the defense and just talking about her because she needs him. Men, it doesn't seem like they want to be needed. So we're talking about and ragging on women in that situation, while at the same time not fitting the role to be able to be the type of man for that situation. So I think there's a lot of hurt on both sides, and people don't know how to be in their role. Women have stepped into their masculinity, having to take care of themselves and their families. Men have, you know, they don't really know how. In some way, I'll say not all, but they don't really know how. So the automatic defense is, oh, F this B, she needs me, I ain't giving her nothing, da-da-da. Well, you either want to be a provider or you want to be the man dogging the woman that might need you. Which is it?
What about the woman that says she don't need a man and that's independent? What about that independent woman that says that they don't need a man? That's more of the narrative than what I hear you say.
So,
do you think she would think a woman
I think
that
that's the point, though, man.
that really wants to be her man is gonna just, I don't want a man because I have a job? No, but we do. She might want somebody that's gonna treat her like something. Don't be intimidated. Like, do you really think that she's high and mighty, or she thinks she does, or are you intimidated? So is that a personal thing to work through, or is it something that she's doing?
I've already explained the situation.
Let other people get some words in.
I think that at the end of the day, I just think that men and women, we all need to work on ourselves, because people are in need of healing. And we could talk about what men do, what women do all day long. But the fact of the matter is this: people are toxic, and a lot of us have been raised according to society norms, which is more toxic. And we have to get away from that and renew our minds and just do something different and better for ourselves as individuals if we want healthy relationships. Because across the board, to respond to what you said, Royce, earlier, people that have a lot of stuff and they got an attitude because they got stuff, I call them empty people. Because if you don't have no substance in your heart and your soul and your spirit, and you got a Bentley sitting outside, you empty.
There you go. Empty. And he died empty. He did.
What about you, my man? Because we wrap it up in about less than 10 minutes.
Sometimes, I go downtown, all right, and there's some homeless guys, right, and they might see some business women walking by, and then they might try to talk to them, and then when the lady's just like walking away, they're like, she's stuck up, bitch. It's like you have nothing to offer this lady, you know what I'm saying? So like, if guys would just focus on getting their money right, you know what I'm saying, this would solve a lot of problems. You gotta just focus on getting your money right. And just have, like, how men always say, what are women bringing to the table? You got to be bringing something to the table, man. And if you have something to the table, I promise you, a lot of these issues would be null and void. I mean, I promise you, man. If you start focusing on making money, and you can be a provider, I mean, it's easy. Then you can be whatever, and you can be the stuck-up one, and you can pick and choose who you want. You can have 2, 3 girlfriends. I know that might not be what girls want to hear, but it's the truth. You got to focus on
easy on his pocket, though.
It don't have to be money.
Yes.
It don't have to be money.
But also just have something to offer. Like, be somebody that, that somebody is feeling fulfilled, like, some type of growth. I mean, like, go into your spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Like, find something that you can offer somebody that they can feel that they're growing with you. It's because, like, growth is God. And if you don't feel growth, that's when you're going to start to look other places. This is bottom line. You have to find some way to have growth that you can give to somebody else, or like, that you can share with somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we're gonna get into the final thoughts, man. I think my final thought is, at the end of the day, of course he's not perfect. He might not say all the things that you may agree with, but at the same time, he may not say everything that's totally wrong. It's just like when you go to church. Sometimes you deal with corrupt churches. The world is corrupt, so you just kind of got to take what you can take from it, and whatever piece of gem that he has that maybe you can say, all right, I can take that and apply it to my daily life, and whatever negativity that you feel that is kind of like diminishing or bashing your point of view, leave that alone. Just take what you can take from it, because he's giving you an insight. It's literally locker room talk. It's literally like exclusive access to like the man's point of view. Not all men, but just kind of helps y'all get a better insight and perspective on what we think. So, at the end of the day, man, long live Kevin, the GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend, the Godfather. We just gotta take a little piece of information we can from it, and just leave it at that, man. So we're gonna go around the room. I want y'all to leave y'all final thoughts. Now I also want everybody to know how can they reach y'all. We're gonna start with you, Jamie.
Okay. All right. So my ending thoughts is I do think, us stressing him out probably did aid in his demise. Now, God rest his soul, but I would like his viewers to really think about, did he live the life that he was portraying on the screen? Like, was that real? And then I want to say, love is service. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we've lost the service part of love in the situation, and that's why we want to latch on to things that kind of make sense so that we could be selfish people. And so if we would just stop being selfish for a minute and be like, all right, love is different than this, we would stop elevating these influencers and just start really just elevating one another. And I think that's really it. My name is Jamie, and you could go on my website, which is www.jaysbutter, and purchase my stuff. That's what you can do.
What's up, Jamie? I appreciate that. SB, you got any final words?
Sure. I just want to encourage people to just be accountable for yourself. Stop trying to be validated and get what you need from a relationship. Everything that you will ever be starts with you and your relationship with God. I mean, we all have a responsibility to work on ourselves as individuals so that you could be an asset to the next person in a relationship. Stop thinking that just because you have a certain type of man or a certain type of woman, you're going to become something better. You should become an asset just by working on yourself. And so that's all I have to say. And you can reach me at sbfavor@yahoo.com and listen to SB Favor Thinking podcast too. Thank you.
Yahoo.com. That's what I'm talking about, girl. She got that Yahoo account. Oh, my man, how you pronounce your name again? I'm so sorry. Iheki. You got any last words or anything you want to leave?
I'll just say, rest in peace, Kevin Samuel. And fellas, just get your money right, find some type of passion, because with passion comes power, you know what I mean? And people can feel that. So just focus on yourself, work on yourself, and people they will try to latch on to you just because you're growing. So yeah, that's it. I don't have a podcast or anything, so but
for sure. Hey, bro, I really appreciate you coming on then, for sure. All right, Royce, what you got for us, big dog? You do something. You got a headphone. You a producer, a rapper, or content. You do something.
Yeah, I mean, I just had to narrow it down to the podcast, man. I mean, you can actually go to where my name says. I just changed it to Royce's Rant. You can find that on YouTube, IG, Facebook page. Right now, I'm having a personal problem with my Facebook, but the business page is still intact, Royce's Rant. It's been going for about 2 years now. We got over 200 some odd episodes off and on, and you can see some of our film work that we've done too that's extended to it. But yeah, and I come on every other Monday on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, through the StreamYard that I see everybody's on right here. So, but just to kind of end on that, I do appreciate everybody first that's came on here, and I do appreciate you, Raphael, for just accepting me on here at the last minute like that. Thank you, Jamie, for telling me at the last minute. She know I like to talk. You know what I'm saying? And yes, y'all need to get some of our Jay's Butter because it's fire. Get your skin all nice. You know what I'm saying? JaysButter.com. That's JaisButter. Got to represent hometown.
Don't
all right. So
yeah.
So to close all that out, Cinnamon, SB,
Yes,
I put a lot of things that you guys said together, and I definitely with putting that together, I definitely agree with some of those points that you did make. I don't want you to think I was coming off of this. I didn't want to hear what the hell you had to say, but we all grown here at the end of the day, and I like to debate. You know what I'm saying? I like to ruffle feathers. That's just my style. But on a truthful note, I do agree with SB. it does start with an individual thing. That's something that I've been battling with, you know what I mean? Dealing with myself, being truthful with myself so I can be truthful to others. You feel what I'm saying? So if we all are truthful with ourselves, and if we're happy with where we're at, fine. We're happy with where we're at. Maintain that happiness then. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not happy with where you're at in life and then mentally and then physically, then get that together first, because no one's going to make you happy but yourself. Nobody's going to make you feel good about yourself but yourself. Cat Williams said it's called self-esteem. It's how you feel about yourself, right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I do agree, man. Work on yourself, that self-love, that self-care, and work on things that you know that you want in your life. And then you ain't really got to put out a fishing pole or a line. That junk going to come right to you, because all that's just going to gravitate at the end of the day. Everybody going to get exactly whom they want or however many they want. If they stay in their place and handle their business, somebody going to walk in your lane.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Cinnamon, what's up, man? What you
Yeah,
got for us?
first, thank you for having us on. It was nice conversing with you, beautiful people. And Royce, I appreciate you. I appreciate, what you said. But yeah, it's all about, good conversation. But I just, my last words are, I think Kevin Samuel's show is really a reflection of this little civil war that we have within the men and women in our community. And I think there's a bigger discussion and deeper healing that needs to be had. And then just, not only just being kind to other people, but we got to be kind to ourselves, whether it was, him, saying unkind words to someone else, or the people that came on to subject themselves to that. I think that says a lot. It says a lot. So I would just say, be kind to ourselves, first of all, be kind to other people, and let's talk and love more within our community, because this little, us versus him is really causing a rift that's affecting a lot more than just one relationship. It's really affecting our whole community, in my opinion. So hopefully we can start rectifying that and being more kind to each other.
Right.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Well, once again, I appreciate each and every one of you coming on.
Oh, where you can find me?
Yo, yeah.
IG Cinnamon Javon, and then you can also catch Tim Check, my podcast, every Thursday evening at 7 on all the audio platforms, and then live, or not live, but the video on YouTube and Facebook on Wednesdays by 7 p.m.
And I appreciate, and if y'all could, leave y'all for sure. And if y'all could leave y'all link in the comments, so when people look, they can go straight to your link in your platform. So once again, man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all coming on the show, man. Like I said, on my platform, we talk about everything from hip hop culture, entrepreneurship, relationships, and everyday life challenges. Y'all visit cybmpodcast.com for the merch, the updates on the latest episodes. We have Entrepreneur Spotlight. Yeah, man. So we just a growing platform. We got a lot of things brewing, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all. And we're gonna wrap it up at that, man. We're gonna wrap it up there. Can You Blame Me podcast? It's not just a podcast, it's a brand, man. And I made my point tonight, y'all. I made my point. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you. Good night.
Right.
Put that shea butter link in there. I want to get some.
Okay, I'm about to right now.